Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video I will show you in PHP how to insert records into mysql phpadmin database using stored procedures with ajax jquery functionality. The employee name I am entering charan@gmail.com. Salary is 13456. Now before insert the records, let's check the emp details table. Right now this table contains 0 rows. Let's insert the records. See, here we got the message records inserted successfully. Click OK. Let's browse the table, and here the employee details Charan is inserted successfully. We are using stored procedure to insert the records with ajax jquery. That's it. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. Now before writing the coding part in PHP, first we'll create a new table and store procedure in this sample DB database. Let's browse the sample DB database. I'm selecting SQL tab from this sample DB database. Create table emp details is a table name. Emp ID, which is an integer type, not null. I'm adding auto increment column, as well as I'm adding primary key, comma, emp name, varchar 50, email varchar 250, and the last one is a salary, is an integer type. Let's create the table. Click go, and the table is created successfully. You can notice in the sample DB database and the tables folder the here emp details. Let's browse the table. Right now this emp details table contains 0 rows. Let's insert a new records into this database using stored procedure with ajax jquery functionality. So the next step, we'll create a new stored procedure. I'm selecting the procedures folder in the sample DB. To create a stored procedure, come to the bottom, add routine. The routine name, which is a stored procedure name, is sp insert jquery is a stored procedure name, and the type is a procedure. The parameters I'm adding, let me expand this emp details. The columns are required: emp name, email, and salary. The parameters, the direction is a in, the name is a emp name, the type is varchar, length 50. The second parameter is the email, varchar 250. The last one is the salary, which is an integer type. So after adding the parameters, now I am adding the definition. Insert into the table name is the emp details. Emp name, the column names are email and the salary. Values, I'm adding the back quotes. Emp name, comma, between back quotes, back quotes. The second parameter is the email, comma, again back quotes. The last parameter is the salary. That's it. Let's create the stored procedure. Go, and we got a message the stored procedure has been created, and also at the bottom notice the sp insert jquery is successfully created in the sample DB database. Now it's time to write the coding part in PHP. For this video tutorial, I am using Notepad++. First, in this new one page, I am adding the PHP code php. In this php, first thing I'm adding the host name, my connection string variables, which is a local host, semicolon, dollar db name. My database name is a sample db database. Dollar username, the username is root, which is the default user ID, and the password. The password I'm leaving blank because I don't have any password to log into my SQL PHP myadmin database. If you have any password, please enter that one. After that, I'm adding the variables dollar name is equals to dollar underscore post. Between single quotes, I'm adding emp name, small letters, emp name, semicolon, dollar email is equals to dollar underscore post, between single quotes, email. The last one is a salary, dollar underscore post, between single quotes, salary. Let's add the connection variable. Con is equals to mysql underscore connect method. This connect method takes 4 parameters. The first one is a host name, all are strings. The second one is the username. After username, and the next one is a password, comma, and the last one is a database name, which is a $db name. Suppose if the connection string is failed, I want to display the message if not $con. I'm using die method. Connection failed dot mysql underscore connect underscore error method. And the next step, I'm calling the store procedure. SQL is equals to, between double quotes, I'm calling the store procedure name. To call the store procedure, we have to use the call. Between back quotes, I'm adding the store procedure name. Our store procedure name is sp insert jquery. Copy this one, paste here. Now between single quotes, I'm adding this variables dollar name, comma, between single quotes. The next one is the email. Copy this one, paste here. Between single quotes, the last one is the salary. Semicolon and semicolon. If mysql underscore query method, this query method takes 2 parameters. The first one is a connection variable $con, and the second one is a command text, which is a $sql. Now in this if condition, if the records are inserted successfully, I want to display the message echo records inserted successfully, else echo if the records are failed to insert, I want to display the error message failed to insert. And the last one, let's close the connection string. mysql underscore close method. Now in this close method, I'm adding the connection variable $con. That's it, we have done the coding part. Let's save this file. I'm saving this file in the root folder, stored procedure jquery.php. Let's save this file. Now we require the HTML page. I'm adding new page. In this new page, I'm adding the simple HTML5 code. HTML. I'm closing the HTML tag. Header. I'm closing the header. Body. I'm closing the body tag. Center tag. Closing the center tag. H1. How to insert records into mysql phpadmin database using stored procedure. I'm closing the header tag. PHP ajax jquery. Horizontal line. Now after the horizontal line, I am adding 3 text box controls and 1 button control. The first one is a emp name is a label. Input type is equals to text. ID is equals to name. Email. Input type is equals to text. ID is equals to email. The last column is a salary. Input type is equals to text. ID is equals to salary. After that, I am adding a button control. Button type is equals to submit. ID is equals to but submit. I'm closing the button tag. I'm adding the value insert the button label. That's it, we have done the simple designing part to insert the records. But before adding the Ajax jQuery functionality, first we'll check the output, how it looks at designing part on the browser. Let's save this file. I'm saving this file in the same folder, root www. Stored procedure HTML. I'm saving this file as a HTML page. Save the file. Let's check the output on the browser. And here is the output of that HTML code, which contains right now the header tags and 3 text box controls and 1 button control. Now the leftover, the Ajax jQuery functionality to insert the records. So first we require the latest jQuery CDN link. So browse for latest jQuery CDN Google. And from the search results, the hosted libraries, I'm selecting that one. In the Google hosted libraries, notice there is a corner, the contents panel, which contains the jQuery. Select that one. You can find different versions of jQuery snippets. I'm selecting the latest version 3.3.1. Just copy this CDN link and paste in our header section. After that, I'm adding the script tag. I'm closing the script. Inside the script, $document dot ready function dollar between single quotes. I'm adding the button control ID, which is a but submit hash but submit dot click function. Now in this click function I am adding the variables to get the text box values. Variable name is equals to dollar between single quotes. I'm adding the ID name of the text box control, hash name dot val method. The second variable email is equals to dollar between single quotes. I'm adding the ID email dot val method. Variable salary is equals to dollar between single quotes hash salary. The ID of this salary text box control dot val method. Now let's add the ajax. Dollar dot ajax I'm adding the ajax attributes. The first one is the URL colon. The URL I'm adding this the PHP file name, which is a stored procedure hyphen jquery between single quotes stored procedure hyphen jquery dot php is a file name, comma. The second one is a method. I'm posting the data, so I'm adding the post here. And the next attribute is a data colon between curly braces. Here I'm getting the data from the stored procedure PHP file. This post emp name, copy this one, paste here, colon this variable name, comma. The second one is an email, copy this one, paste here, this variable email, comma. And the last one is the salary, copy this one, colon the variable salary. Let's add the comma here. Now the last one, I'm adding the success attribute. I'm adding the function data. Now in this function, once the record is inserted successfully, I want to display the alert message. Alert, I'm adding the data. So this message, if the record is inserted successfully, I'll get this message. If the record is failed, I'll get this message. That's it. We have done the complete coding part. Let's save this file. We'll check the final results on the browser. I'm reloading the browser. The employee name I'm entering Charan at gmail.com. Salary is 13456. Now before insert the records, let's check the emp details table. Right now this table contains 0 rows. Let's insert the records. Insert the records. See, here we got the message, records inserted successfully. Click OK. Let's browse the table, and here the employee details Charan is inserted successfully. We are using stored procedure to insert the records with Ajax jQuery. That's it.